So what's a parasitic drain from your battery? It's when something in your car drains the power out of your battery when it shouldn't do this. Your car is off, but some equipment is working and draining the power out of your battery. What's happening in this case is that your car will just lose the electrical power after some time. It may be a month, but it may be 3 days. It may be just one night, depending on how bad the drain is. So if you come in the morning and you're trying to start your car but there is no power, it's quite obvious that there is a drain or your battery needs replacement because it's very old. When it comes to battery drains, we have to check a lot of things actually, and a lot of unexpected equipment can cause drains. For example, in an alternator there are parts that drain in the battery all the time, and in the starter motor there are parts that are draining the battery all the time, but they are not as common as these 6 things I'm going to tell you about today. So the first unobvious but really common reason for draining your battery is the glove box light. In a lot of cars, when you open the glove box, you will see the light. You don't see it now because that's daytime, but you will have this light, and when you close this glove box, the light should go off. And one of the common drains is when you close this glove box and the light doesn't go off because of the switch problem or because of the circuit problem in this place. What you may try doing to check it, use your phone, turn on your camera, put it in the glove box and close the glove box. In this way you can check whether the light goes off when you close the glove box, whether the switch works. If it doesn't work, this is the exact place you should look at. The emergency help in this case is to just take out the light bulb, and you will not be draining the battery, but of course the switch should be changed. The second thing that can drain your battery is the door switch and the trunk switch. So here is your door switch. This is the button that is pressed when your door is closed. So when you close your door, it presses this button and it means that all the lights in your car will be off. But if the switch is broken, when you close the door, it will not work, and the interior lights, exactly this light, will still be shining wherever you do. And also your anti-theft system will not work, and the mobilizer system will not work, and the alarm system may go off. So a lot of things may be caused by this tiny switch. Also, if you have the light in your trunk, this is one of the places you should look at. In a SUV or hatchback, you can easily close your trunk and see through the window or from the inside of your car whether the light goes off. But if you have a sedan car, you will also need to use this trick with the mobile phone. So just put your mobile phone with the camera on in the trunk and you may check if this light goes off or not. So another thing to check is anything plugged into the sockets of your vehicle. It may be your phone that you charge, or it may be some additional equipment that you plug into this auxiliary socket or USB socket. So here's my auxiliary socket, and you can see I'm having a cigarette lighter, although I'm not smoking. So if you plug something here and you charge something or you power some equipment, it can easily cause the drain. Even if you just install a charger here without charging your phone exactly, this charger has the light inside it. This charger can have a short circuit in it, so this charger can be the reason for the problem. So of course unplug everything you have, everything from your USB cables and from whatever other power outlets you have in your vehicle. Unplug everything. Then the next thing to check is your infotainment system. You know the infotainment system is connected directly to your battery. It can drain power from the battery because you can turn it on when the vehicle is off. You just need to push the power button and the infotainment system will go on. Now your infotainment system may not be completely off. As you see, my ignition is off, but I can still turn on the infotainment system, and then I can leave my car and my radio will be playing some music, even if its volume is zero, it still be draining some energy, some power from the battery. So make sure your infotainment system is okay, it's working properly, and it's turned off every time you leave your vehicle. And the last thing I want to mention is any aftermarket equipment that you install in your vehicle and plug it into the electrical system. This equipment may actually drain your battery. This is a very, very common reason for this. Especially if this equipment is not properly connected and there are corroded connections, or these connections may cause short circuit or some other problems with electrical system in your car. This will exactly kill your battery very fast. What comes to my mind is the infotainment system, which is aftermarket, dash cameras. A lot of people just forget to turn them off, and also subwoofers, some additional musical equipment, and of course anti-theft systems that we install to protect our cars. They also drain power, but if they're working correctly, they drain only 0.1 amps from your battery, and it's okay. But if there is something wrong with the connections or with the equipment itself, it can drain a lot of power and it can just kill the battery overnight.